Scalable Capital is one of the brokers I use most frequently for my investments, and today I want to share my unbiased review of this online broker. In this video, we are going to cover the sign-up process, cost and fees, and the key brokerage features. First of all, who is Scalable Capital? Scalable Capital is a fintech company specializing in digital wealth management, brokerage, and automated investing. It was founded in 2014 and is headquartered in Germany. While Scalable Capital operates the trading platform, client funds and trade executions are handled by its partner Bada Bank. Both companies are regulated by BaFin, the German financial authority, allowing them to operate across Europe. The company has grown into one of Europe's leading neo-brokers and robo-advisors, serving clients in Germany, Austria, France, Italy, the Netherlands, Spain, and the UK. As of December 2024, Scalable Capital has over 1 million customers and manages more than 27 billion euro in client assets. Let's start with the sign-up process. The sign-up process can be completed in two ways: online for the identification and document scanning process with a remote operator, or in person by presenting your documents at the Deutsche Post shop, at least here in Germany, where the staff will verify the validity and integrity of the documents. Typically, the required documents include a passport as the primary form of identification and the proof of residence for foreigners. This is needed to confirm residency in the country where the bank account is held. To ensure a successful connection between your bank account and Scalable Capital, your bank account must be registered under the exact same name as on your passport. This is a legal requirement for bank traceability and identification purposes. Accounts with mismatched names will not be accepted. I personally chose the online verification process, which went relatively smoothly, although scanning my passport was tricky due to the poor lighting condition and probably to the quality of my mobile's camera. Nevertheless, the operator was very patient and friendly. The account was activated within 48 hours. After registering with the Scalable Capital, you'll be asked to choose between two account types, Free Broker and Prime Plus. These are the two main profiles currently available, each with its own conditions and benefits. Let's break them down together. On the left side of this table, you'll see the conditions for the Free Broker profile. On the right, you'll find those for the Primary Plus profile. Let's start with the Free Broker. With this plan, you pay 0.99 euro per trade. However, if you are interested in ETF from iShares, Amundi or Xtrackers, you can buy them completely free of charge for trades above 250 euro. Investment plans are free, starting from 1 euro, provided you invest via GetEx or European Investor Exchange. The Free Broker profile includes basic portfolio analytics, up to 3 price alerts, one single portfolio where all your assets are grouped. For crypto trades, the cost is 0.99%, charged as a spread surcharge. In other words, it's included in the buying-selling price difference. With Free Broker, you can earn 2.25% per year, paid quarterly on your cash balance up to 50,000 euro. These rates depend on the current European Central Bank rates and may change over time. This money is protected under the statutory deposit protection scheme. Moreover, this broker offers credits that can be used for your investments at an annual interest rate of 4.99% paid quarterly if you are a Free Broker user. Now let's look at the Prime Plus profile. Here, instead of paying per trade, you pay a flat fee of 4.99 euro per month. All trades above 250 euros are included in this flat rate, while if you trade smaller amounts, a 0.99 euro fee applies, just like for the Free Broker profile. As with the free plan, ETFs from iShares, Amundi and Xtrackers are free, and investment plans over 250 euros comes with no fees. Which is the most convenient profile? If you typically make more than 5 trades per month over 250 euro, the Prime Plus plan ends up being more cost-effective than Free Broker. Free Broker is ideal for long-term investors, especially those using automated savings plans or making a few trades per month. Prime Plus is better suited for active investors who trade more frequently and want more tools. With Prime Plus, you also get advanced portfolio analytics, unlimited price alerts, custom portfolio grouping. For example, organize your assets in crypto, bonds, stocks, etc. Crypto trades are also cheaper here, just 0.69% spread surcharge. And just like the free plan, you earn a 2.5% interest on uninvested cash, but with Prime Plus, the limit goes up to €500,000. Just keep in mind that the statutory deposit protections only covers up to €100,000. Please also consider that the Scalable Capital operates on different exchange markets, in particular the European Investor Exchange, GETEX or XITRA, with different conditions. In particular, for XITRA, we read that an order fee of €399 per trade applies to all clients, including those using the Prime Plus broker. Additionally, a trading venue fee of 0.01% of the executed volume with a minimum of €1.50 is charged. This fee covers all third-party costs for trading and settlement. So if you are planning to trade via XITRA, keep in mind that it can be significantly more expensive than using GETEX or the European Investor Exchange, where many trades, especially ETFs, are commission-free under certain conditions. Okay, so now let's have a look at the main key brokerage features. Scalable Capital offers some really attractive features, especially for passive investors and traders who love automation. Here are some of the main features that I consider to be the most important. Fractional shares. You can invest in fractions of stocks or ETFs, meaning you are not required to buy a whole share. Instead, you can start with as little as €1, making it easier to build a well-diversified portfolio, even with a small budget. For example, if you want to invest €100 per month, you are not limited to buying just 1 or 2 stocks within that price range. Instead, you can spread your investment across 100 different stocks, allocating €1 to each, effectively reducing concentration risks. Interest on cash balances. Scalable Capital offers the chance to earn interest on your uninvested cash. In general, Scalable Capital offers you the same interest of the European Central Bank, which at the time of recording this video are 2.25%, with the difference between the two profiles I just mentioned before in the video. Automated saving plans. You can schedule investments in ETFs, stocks or crypto on a regular basis very easily. The saving plans start with a minimum order value of €1. You have a relatively wide selection of about 2,500 ETF available on the platform to choose between. This is of course a basic feature, but this is essential for the majority of retail investors that wanted to automate their investments without actively spending time and efforts. Withholding tax. The final withholding tax on capital gains is deducted on a transaction basis. The corresponding deductions are withheld and paid to the tax office on each sale, taking into account any exemptions order and loss offset pots. This only applies to individuals who are tax resident in Germany. Individuals residing in other countries are required to report their gains and losses in their respective tax declaration documents, in accordance with the tax regulations of their country of residence. Transfer from and to other brokers. Another feature which is very important for me is the possibility to move my assets from and to other brokers. On their website it is stated that it's possible to transfer money from another brokerage account, but only for residents in Germany. To move your assets to another brokerage account, accordingly to their statements, it seems to be possible without limitations. But please keep in mind that this possibility I've never tried myself so far. Important is to mention that at the time of recording this video, Scalable Capital does not offer banking features. It only allows transfer to and from a bank account in your name. This means you cannot make payments, deposit paychecks, or receive your salary through the platform. Overall, this broker offers everything a typical retail investor needs to trade stocks, crypto, and bonds. It covers the vast majority of use cases for long-term and passive investors. Now, to be clear, this is not a platform designed for day trading. It does not offer advanced analytics or the fastest execution tools that active traders usually rely on. But for traditional investors who trade regularly or follow long-term strategies, Scalable Capital provides all the essential tools in a simple and efficient way. So is a Scalable Capital worth it? Well, if you're looking for low fees, fractional shares and automatic investing, it's definitely a great choice. However, if you need advanced trading tools or real-time customer support, you might want to explore other options. My recommendation? If you are a buy and hold investor, the free broker profile is a fantastic deal because of the commission-free investing plan and interest on cash. And you, what do you think? Are you using Scalable Capital already or are you considering to signing up? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the future updates. That's it for today, see you in the next one. Bye!